What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Now, look, y'all. Andre Iguodala is in hot water right now, right? He's come under fire from WNBA player Ariel Powers. She plays for the Washington Mystics, right? So on Tuesday night, Andre Iguodala, I guess he was watching the Washington Mystics play against the Kinetic Sun. In this game, Ariel Powers, she was hooping. She got off. She went off for like 27 points, and she was getting busy. Andre Iguodala acknowledged that she was a great player, and he tweeted to the world, number 23 from the Mystics is nice. Now, number 23 is Ariel Powers, right? So I'm guessing he didn't know her name or whatever, so he just said her number. Number 23, she nice. After that, a little bit after he tweeted that out, after the game, he was met with backlash from Ariel Powers and some of the other supporters of the WNBA. But really, Ariel Powers, she went off. She said, put some respect on my name or keep this tweet to yourself, right? And then she said, we deal with disrespect on the daily. So for someone like you, she talking to Andre Iguodala, to tweet that off the same device you could have looked me up on is unacceptable. Mind you, commentators said my name. Would it have been the same if I was a guy? Look at the pic. I didn't forget. I said what I said, right? When she says look at the pic, she put up a picture of a quote from the mother of Andre Iguodala's child, who he was in a huge child support battle with back in like 2016, right? And in this quote, the mother of Andre Iguodala's child alleges that he said he didn't want his daughter to play basketball because he was afraid she would become a lesbian, right? Now look, we don't even know if this was a true statement, if this was true that she said, because we had no proof of Andre Iguodala ever saying this. We had no audio of him saying it. We had no text messages from him saying this. We had no emails to confirm that he actually said this at all, right? But the mother of his child said that he said this while they were in a custody battle, right? And we don't really know. But nonetheless, she was pissed off about Andre Iguodala, not saying her name and calling her by her name when he was saying how good she was as a player, right? Let me just say this, man. Ariel Powers, ma'am, it's not that serious. I don't think it's that serious at all, man. I really think she is reaching right now at this moment. She's reaching for a narrative really, really bad. I think she just needs to just really sit down and look at what he was saying. Andre was simply complimenting her game. That's it. He wasn't being disparaging towards her. He wasn't being derogatory towards her or none of that. He didn't say any disparaging remarks at all. He was saying she could hoop, right? And look, if you watch sports or you're around sports at all, athletes call other athletes by their numbers all the time. All the time. I've seen NBA players watch college basketball and they say, number 25 he cold. Number 26, he cold. He can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, he tough. He real on that court. They might not know his name or whatever, but they see the number. That's the first thing that jumps out. So they say the number and they tweet it out to the world acknowledging that hooper is cold. Or even in football, it happens all the time, right? But I don't know how could she get that he was thinking less of her from saying her number. I don't get that, right? I really don't. You know what I mean? I don't think he thinks less of her at all, or he thinks less of WNBA basketball or its players because he didn't look up her name. I don't think he thinks less of her at all, man. Men call each other by their number all the time, like I just mentioned. NBA players be watching college players hoop and they say their number all the time, and nobody receives it as disrespect at all. If anything, by Andre Iguodala, who is a former NBA Finals MVP, by him tweeting out how great of a player she was and the team, he tweeted out the team she plays for, he was giving the WNBA publicity and compliments, especially with the whole narrative going on that nobody watches the WNBA. They don't get a lot of viewership, which is actually a true thing. They don't get a lot of viewership, right? And the lack of viewership that the WNBA gets is a reason why the WNBA is struggling to pay their players top salary. The players cannot be paid in the millions because they don't garner enough interest. They don't generate enough revenue to pay their players that money. And in fact, a lot of WNBA teams lose money throughout the year. So they can't afford to pay their players in the millions. All of their players in the millions. And the WNBA players then have to go overseas to get solid pay. Right? But by Iggy tweeting out that Ariel Powers is a great basketball player and tweeting out the team that she plays for, that could help WNBA viewership to the point that it could help generate some more revenue for them that would be needed to pay the WNBA players more money, right? You know what I mean? So it could have been a positive for the WNBA and Ariel Powers in the WNBA, in the WNBA overall, right? But I don't know, she looked at it as disrespect, that he was looking at her as less than, and he thought less of her because he didn't know her name and all that. I'm looking like, I don't get where that was coming from, man. He wasn't trying to slight her in any way. And I think she just looking at, she heard that Andre Iguodala had said, she heard that Andre Iguodala's daughter's mom said that he said he don't want her daughter playing because she's going to be a lesbian or whatever like that. Or I think she was just using that narrative to reach for something. I don't know, man. But I don't think, like, for real, I really don't even think he was even at all trying to be disrespectful towards her at all, man. And but she felt super, super pissed about it. And I'm looking like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Iggy is a player that really we don't know him in his personal life at all. You know what I mean? So I can't confirm whether he said it or not. We can't confirm whether he said what his daughter's mom accused him of saying at all. We don't know. But from all accounts on the court, I've never heard of him being a bad person or a person that was being disrespectful at all. But, you know, it's like, I don't know, man. I think she just chose to get pissed about it. Yeah, like, he didn't say my name. Like, everybody is not going to go and try to hurry up and find your name all the time. Sometimes the number is just like, okay, we're going to just say a number. Doesn't mean that the player doesn't respect you or doesn't respect what you're doing and have no, and looks at you less than. Because if guys call other guys by their number a lot, it happens all the time in football, basketball. It's just something that happens consistently, man. And I don't know, man. It's just, I really feel like she just jumped out the window on this situation, man, where she didn't need to jump out the window at all. And what's crazy is that right? I heard that Luka Doncic last year, he had got like a similar type of backlash. Luka was he did like a Twitter video, and he was congratulating WNBA Rookie of the Year, Arike Ogunbowale of the Dallas Wings, right? The Dallas Wings is like the sister organization of the Dallas Mavericks, the NBA team that Luka Doncic plays for. So he was giving out his WNBA affiliate team. He was giving out a rookie of the year from the WNBA affiliate team a shout out. He was congratulating her on winning Rookie of the Year. And after he did that, he was holding up her jersey, showing her name and everything in the video, right? And after he did that Twitter video, he got so much backlash. He got heavily criticized by another WNBA team. Another team, the Minnesota Lynx, they was like calling him out. They told him his congratulations was basically worthless because he don't go to their games or he don't be at their games or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, how y'all don't know he don't be watching their games at home? How do y'all know this? Y'all don't know that. You know what I mean? We don't know that. And then even if he doesn't watch the games, or even if he doesn't go to the games or watch the games, right? What's so bad about him congratulating the Dallas Mavericks, not the Dallas Mavericks, excuse me. What's so bad about him congratulating the Dallas Wings player by giving her a shout out? What's so bad about that? Like, what's so bad about him shouting her out for Rookie of the Year? You know? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. And to me, like, trashing an NBA player for supporting the WNBA is just not a good look for the league. Like, that's bad PR. Bad public relations on the WNBA's part. You know what I mean? In my opinion, it is. If you're gonna like jump down Luka Doncic's throat after he's just shouted out the Rookie of the Year, you're gonna say, oh, because he don't go to the games, he ain't no real fan, it's just BS. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't think that's good PR, man. I think that a lot of the NBA players are trying to give the WNBA support. And I've seen NBA players going to their games. I've seen some football players going to the games. They're trying to support the women. But when they do, it's deemed as disrespectful or it's not genuine or they question the support. But it's like, you want people to support the movement, but then you're thinking it's not genuine, so you critiquing them the way that they support it. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's just, I just didn't think Ariel Powers should have responded that way. Because I don't think he meant it bad in a bad way at all. I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful at all. I really feel like he was just trying to give her props. He was trying to give her, like, acknowledge that she can hoop and she's a great player. But she took it in a whole other direction because she remembered the quote from his daughter's mom saying that, oh, he said this, and we don't know if he actually said it or not. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she lying or not, but we just don't know if she said it or not. If he said it or not, for real. She used that to make a teaching moment out of the situation, rather than just looking at it as he thought you was a great player. He was showing support for you and your organization by, you know, just backing y'all up and trying to salute you and saying that you're a great player and you play for this organization. It was like it was a great shout out, man. And I think she took it the wrong way. I really think she took it the wrong way. And I think it was like, that wasn't the way to go about it, man. You know, and I'm not a woman. Of course, obviously I'm not a woman. I don't play in the WNBA, so I mean, I don't know. I'm not like in her shoes or whatever. But I'm saying that I don't think it was meant in a negative way at all. Not at all. Anybody could read that and know he wasn't trying to be negative or trying to disrespect her in any type of way. My man was just trying to show support, and she overreacted in my opinion and just used it to just snap. I'm like, damn, like, well, I don't know, man. It's like when the WNBA, they say some people say that the NBA players don't support the WNBA in the way that they're supposed to, but when they do, they get looked at as disingenuous and it's not authentic and so on and so forth. So it kind of like would discourage them from supporting them. Well, if you're a man, you're not going to let that stop you from supporting the movement that you want to support. But to some people, it would kind of like turn them off from supporting it because they don't want to be looked at as all hypocritical, or they don't want to receive the backlash. Everybody don't have a Warriors mentality where they're going to support a team regardless. They're going to be like, damn, I don't know if I should come out with my support because people might clown me or try to say I'm not authentic or try to say I'm not for real in supporting them. You know what I mean? Because I don't go to the games all the time, or I'm not saying I'm watching it all the time. So they will not support the WNBA in the way that they're supposed to. But I think Ariel Powers overreacted. My opinion, man. Machiavelli Mills TV.